Hi guys, Dana here. Been a while since I did my last video. Things have just been a bit crazy. Work, family, socialising, blah 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 blah. So not really had a lot of chance to listen to music, let alone sort of make videos and watch videos. Some of you will be aware that I'm a bit late in the day in commenting on certain videos, so I'm probably about 2 or 3 weeks behind a lot of you guys. Which is getting crazy. I mean, the number of people that are doing videos on the VC anyway is massive anyway, but I'll certainly try and keep up with the core side of things. But anyway, so here I'm going to try and get through possibly a couple of videos today, and hopefully Christmas pretty much a week on Friday, so we'll see if we can get through a few more sort of between now and Christmas and over the Christmas period, so do a bit of catch up. I mean, to be fair, obviously with the run up to Christmas as well, I haven't really bought a lot. Obviously, partner buys me gifts and stuff anyway, so vinyl for Christmas tends to be top of the list. So trying not to buy anything that I know is going to be on a wish list, which tends to be new vinyl. But what I did do recently on the Black Friday, wasn't really much that I was interested in, but there were at least maybe 2-3 releases. One of which I didn't get, one of which I did get, and I got another one that I wasn't expecting to get because I didn't know anything about it, which all become clear in a second anyway, so enough of the waffle, let's get straight down to it. For those that will remember my video from Record Store Day earlier on this year in April, I bought the Stone Sour Meanwhile in Burbank. So I thought, let's get the straight out of Burbank one as well. I did like the Meanwhile in Burbank. There was a choice of 5 cuts like there is here. Essentially they've gone into the studio. I'm not sure if it's during the Stone Sour sessions anyway that they were doing, or whether they've gone in specifically to do these. I've got a feeling they might have done them specifically. I think there's a possible another EP on the way. There's 5 tracks on the first one, there's 5 tracks on this one. This one caught my eye purely for 2 reasons. The cover of Iron Maiden's Running Free, it's a no-brainer, and Slayer's Seasons in the Abyss. As you can see on the back there. We've also got a cover of Sailing On, which is the Bad Brains track, and Give Me Shelter, obviously the Rolling Stones, which features Lizzie Hale, I think that's how you pronounce it, who's the lead singer of Hailstorm. And then Too Fast for Love, which is the Motley Crue track there. The vinyl, not too bad. It's got a bit of a warp on it, but it's sort of clear vinyl with I have no clue what that is meant to be in the middle. It looks like when you get it out in the light, it's almost like some brown paper. I'm not sure if that's what it's meant to be or whether it's meant to be gold like the cover, but anyway, it comes with a nice little liner notes, and just that gives you the details of the original tracks, and then a massive poster just to put up on the bedroom wall if I was 12. So yeah, so the tracks, I think I'd be fair to say these are pretty much a like for like cover, which is a shame really, because I think the first EP from memory had a bit of a Stone Sour flavour to it rather than just Stone Sour actually doing the cover version. And yeah, I mean, I was really looking forward to sort of seeing their take on Running Free, and probably more so Seasons in the Abyss by Slayer. But yeah, and to be honest, I think probably both of those tracks are pretty much like going to see the tribute band. I didn't particularly find anything out of the ordinary, special about those. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame. Actually, to be honest, the standout track for me was probably the Rolling Stones cover, Give Me Shelter. As much as I like, Seasons in the Abyss is probably the favourite track of mine on here, as far as obviously the original tracks go. But yeah, it didn't stand out. Again, like I say, it was just a bog standard cover, which is a bit of a shame because it's sort of promised so much more, but it's nice to have, you know, anybody that covers, you know, has got the balls ready to, on the same album, cover an Iron Maiden and the Slayer track. You know, you've got to give them credit. But yeah, I think it's getting to the point now. I didn't realise they were doing the third one when I bought this, and obviously when I bought the first one. It's almost like I was just sort of cashing in on the fact that we can do some cover tracks, rather than just releasing the whole lot together. But that's just me being cynical, you know. It's on the run up to Christmas, you know, let's make some more money. But anyway, for anybody that likes those original tracks, or anybody that likes Stone Sour, I'd recommend buying it, but don't expect too much from it. You know, there's nothing new there really, but which is a shame. So be it. Anyway, possibly on a much better footing, although I haven't listened to it yet. There was a Pink Floyd release for Black Friday, which was apparently the secret release, which was the unreleased Syd Barrett material from 1965. This is a double 7-inch package, and as you can see, it's some really nice artwork. It's obviously a gatefold. I haven't opened it. I'm dying to open it, basically. If I can find another copy for the same price I paid for this, I will open this, or the other one. This was £30, so for a double 7-inch package, it was very pricey. It is unreleased Pink Floyd material. Apparently it's never going to be released on vinyl again, famous last words, or CD. Apparently it's going to be on digital download in the new year, so I will be able to listen to it then. Obviously I'm just dying to crack this open though. There were a couple of stores, not everybody got hold of them. I think there were 3, I'm getting the figures right now. I think there was either 300 worldwide or 300 in the UK only. They're quite rare. When I bought this, the chap said to me, you might want to possibly buy it as an investment, you know, it's up to you. But a quick look on eBay, people are asking £500, £600 for it, buy it now. And auctions were selling at in excess of £250, so people were prepared to pay the money for this, which is my quandary. Do I open it up, keep it and play the material, because I'm dying to listen to it, or is it one of those where I keep it sealed and I stick it away somewhere and I keep it for a rainy day, in the hope that the record company doesn't re-release it and then it becomes essentially worthless anyway, so I've waited for so long. Yeah, I mean, just those 6 tracks there, it's killing me. Every time I see it, at the moment it's there, it's on the rack, and I should just put it away in a box and I won't see it, and it'll sort of, you know, out of sight, out of mind. But anyway, so at the moment, yeah, this is staying sealed, it says. It might change by the time I do the next video. So yeah, this was a nice surprise. I think they announced it the following week after Black Friday that, oh yeah, by the way, we released some of these guys out there in the wild, and you know, you can get it now. But it was very limited. I'm not sure how many the US had, but I know it was very limited in the UK, and only certain Record Store Day stores actually had the stock in anyway. So and they weren't allowed to, with it being like a secret 7-inch package, they weren't allowed to advertise the fact that they couldn't put it on Facebook or Twitter. If they did, obviously the risk of losing the RSD license, or you know. So unless you knew it was on the way out, then you know, it's one of those things. But yeah, I went in, saw it, job's a good one. Still dying to open it though. Anyway, it was going to be a relatively short video, like I say. The final album I'm going to show is, if you guys remember way back when I did my 100 subs competition, one of the giveaway prizes was the debut album from a local band called Post War Glamour Girls. Now they've recently released their second album, just a couple of weeks ago now, and I also caught them live at their local, they're a Leeds band anyway, so I caught them live at the sort of, as it were, I'm lost for words now anyway, the album release party, that's what I was trying to say. There's a new venue in Leeds called Hedgerow House, which I'll stick the link on here for anybody that's interested. So it's a bit of a mixture of, it's a live venue predominantly, but it's also got a beer hall, which is nice. So some fantastic beer, Pilsner Urquell, sort of the unpasteurised stuff if anybody's interested. Tastes like a dream, I tell you, and they've got some fantastic ales in there, porters, you name it, they've got it. So it's a really nice place to hang out. They've got a roof terrace as well, so if the weather's nice, which this time of the year ain't going to be, but like I said, they've got a fantastic restaurant and what have you, but the live venue is the key around it all, and I think there's 3 different live rooms, and they played, I think, the main room there. Sounded fantastic. 2 other bands that were supporting them as well, which were superb, really good. But for me, Post War Glamour Girls, and they only did about a 45-minute set, but absolutely fantastic. But it was an aid of this. So this is the new album. As you can see, it's signed, or hopefully you can see that. Basically, they pre-ordered it through the website, and they had a slight issue with my brain's going to stay. Slight issue with the pressing plant. They were meant to be doing, I think, 200 black vinyl and 100 sort of splatter vinyl, which this is. In the end, the black vinyl went astray. Well, not went straight, but they didn't actually process any black vinyl. It was all splatter, so they ended up doing 200 splatter vinyl as the run. But for those that ordered the black, they basically gave the option of obviously refund or having another splatter, but signed. So I got it signed. So I've now actually got 2 signed copies of this. So this will be an ideal competition prize further on down the line. As far as the album goes, I think this is a stronger album than the first one. I mean, I loved the first album. And I think the first album was my album of the year, certainly the year before last. But yeah, Felonious Punk, the opener, was just basically balls out, bang. Really catchy, heavy, great playing, great vocals, superb. And that's the way it sort of carries on. There's a mixture again like the first album. I've got James, who's the lead singer, who I was very lucky to meet after the gig. He was sort of manning the merchandise store, so I bought a 7-inch as well that I didn't have off him. Had a quick chat as well with him and stuff. He's the main singer, as I say, with Alice, who's the bass player. Their vocals together just work a treat. Really bring a different edge to this band, I think, than sort of other bands of their ilk. But yeah, I mean the tracks really work well together. I obviously thought about this album possibly a bit more than the first one. Songwriting is more refined, I would say, but the structure of the songwriting as well is definitely improved. I mean, the first album is full of fantastic tracks, but this one just has a really good sort of feel and flow to it. So yeah, so that's Post War Glamour Girls, Feeling Strange. Forgot to tell you the title of that one. There is also, which I'll put on the link below this video, they've just released a video for the Count Your Blessings, which is the first track on side 2, I think, on this one. I think there's a couple of other videos. I know there's a video for Felonious Punk, and there's a few other videos on their YouTube channel, but I definitely recommend checking them out. If you're into your sort of music on the rockier side like myself, you know the sort of stars I'm into. I love these guys. I think they should be so much bigger than what they are. Maybe in a way it's a good thing that they're not, so keep them to myself, but definitely be giving away a copy of this at some point after Christmas. But maybe we can have a little competition. You can see I've got the Christmas albums out. Maybe spot the difference. Which one shouldn't be there? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so I think that's it for now. Need to do another Iron Maiden video, move on to Killers. Have picked up some secondhand stuff, but I need to sort of trawl back through, see which stuff I've showed, which stuff I haven't. Just chatting to the Metal Theologian as well. Also need to go through some of the stuff. I've got some canned stuff and I've got some Magma stuff as well, and some new wave British heavy metal 45s that I want to go through. So there's sort of getting a list as long as my arm, as it were, of stuff to show, but it's just getting around to doing it. So yeah, short and sweet-ish today. I'll try and get a few more videos together over this week or so, and then over Christmas, and hopefully then we'll be bang up to date. Till then, thanks for watching. See you guys later.